everyone. Good afternoon. I'd like to call the House and County Board of Education meeting for October 13th to order. I would ask that if you have a cell phone or some other electronic device, that you can put it on silence or turn it off. And we're going to have a moment of silence, and then after which we will ask that Bonnier Middle School students, Colton Walker, and I hope I pronounced this correctly, Aisha Shah. Did I say that correctly? Shah. Good. We're going to ask them to come and lead us in the pledge of allegiance. A moment of silence, please. Thank you. We'll come down. We'll now have some special guests introduced at this time. I'm going to ask the Senator Fletcher if you will come forward, please.
Good afternoon. We are glad you all are here today. At this time, we would like to recognize our employees who have devoted 30, 35, or 40 years of service to our school system. And those years have all been in Houston County School System. We want to thank each of you honorees today for your dedication and commitment to our system and our students. We're thrilled to be able to honor you today. We do have Brad Hamlin with HCBOE Federal Credit Union at the end of our line. When I call your name, if you'll come up on the stage on this side, Dr. Scott will give you your certificate and a pen and a coin. And as you exit the stage, Brad has something in an envelope for you. A little bit of mad money for you. So at this time, we'll go ahead and recognize our honorees. Our first one is Brenda Arnett from the Central Office with 30 years experience. Also with 30 years, Kelly Dempsey at Warner Robins Middle School. Regina Ford, Matt Arthur Elementary School. From Bonnier Elementary School, Julie Boyd. From Morningside Elementary School, Pamela Harper. From Northside High School, Vicki Jones. From Matt Arthur Elementary School, Elizabeth Lever. From the Central Office, Barbara Studstill. Huntington Middle School, Gwendolyn Taylor. And Mr. Hilliard Turner from Morningside Elementary School. The next honorees have had 35 years of service in Houston County. The first one is Arjane Claxton from Erie High School. Also with 35 years of service is Marlene Turner. Not sure if Marlene is able to be here today. And then with 40 years of service, we have Ethel Blackman at Thompson Middle School. Miss Blackman had a baby at Centerville Elementary when I was there, so I had to give her a special hug there. That concludes, yes. Oh, is this Marlene? All right, Marlene, come on up. Marlene Turner, 35 years of service. So glad you could be here with us. Congratulations to each of you. We are deeply appreciative of your dedication to our system and students. Today, each honoree received a certificate, a years of service pin, and an HCBOE medallion with our system's logo, mission, and vision. This is a military tradition. Service members and VIPs are given challenge coins to prove membership when challenged and to enhance morale. Our system has adopted this tradition, and the superintendent presents this coin very selectively. Who better to give this special item to than our dedicated employees who have devoted so many years to our schools and our system. Thank you again.
At this time, we are going to recognize our visiting schools and their principal, their teacher of the year, and of course, the students. At this time, I'm going to ask Bon Air Middle School Principal, Ms. Cindy Randall, if you will introduce your guest, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Jaguar Country. First person I'd like to introduce is Ms. Leah Williams, my current teacher of the year and a top 5 finalist this year for Houston County. This young woman teaches over 300 students a day in our band programs at Bon Air Middle. And if you ever want a child to be in a band, this is the person you want to direct them. She's absolutely outstanding. Works with the students individually. Always have students who qualify for all state, district, and everything else. And I couldn't be more proud of her. She's been there as long as I have Bon Air, but she can't go anywhere. So I want to spring agreement. So she does an absolutely wonderful job. Next, I have my 2 top 8th grade students. If I have had a valedictorian and a salutatorian of 8th grade class, here they are, okay? And they battle it out every year for the principal's award, usually separated by 100 of a point when it comes to their academic average. It's Mr. Colton Walker, Ms. Isha Shaw, have participated in our academic team. Mr. Colton right now is our current Mr. BMS. He won that title for the first time last year. He's our first Mr. BMS. And you watched him walk in today. He's limping. He has hurt his hamstring. He promises me he'll be okay in 3 weeks when soccer tryouts start, because he has to be ready to go for soccer. And Miss Isha is in the band and works with Miss Williams. I'm a member of our academic team, and I could not ask for two better top-notch students to represent Von Aaron Middle School. They're wonderful. Thank you very much.
Next, we have from Langston Road Elementary, Principal Dr. Elgin Mayfield. If you will introduce your guest, please.
Sure. Thank you, first of all, for having us today, and greetings from Langston Road Elementary School. We're so glad to be here. I'd like to start with our very first teacher of the year, and that is Coach Anna Henry. Coach is our PE coach, and she is absolutely phenomenal. I call her Coach Anna Henry, but most of the kids call her Miss Coach Anna Henry because they think Coach is the very first name. She is in the exact same phase of her career. We are both about 20-year veterans, and Coach here, she does something very unique at our school. She has two duties. She is absolutely the only person at Langston Road who has morning duty and afternoon duty. And the reason she has both is because the parents adore her so much. She is a greeter. As you come into the school, she opens car doors and says good morning to students. And she sees every parent as they pick their child up at the end of the day. Parents love her. They give her gifts. I've seen her get coffee on cold mornings. I've seen her get brownies. I've seen, and I don't get any of this. And I said, it's all accolades. And I'm so proud of her being our first teacher of the year. And I tell you, I feel very blessed that also because we've been together for 9 years now, I genuinely think of her as a very dear friend. So this is Coach Anna Henry, our teacher of the year. Immediately to her left is a fourth grader. She is our GPE student, Susan Sojourner. And Sojourner is a wonderful, wonderful student. Sojourner is the kind of child you would give anything to have throughout your school. She is, like I said, a GPE student. She is on our Stunning Stallions dance team. She has her mother as the art teacher at our school who really wanted to be here today to see her daughter recognized, but she has a really mean boss that wouldn't let her get off. But she has this artistic thing to her family, and yet she loves math. It's her favorite area, and she's also into reading and writing, and Sojourner is just a wonderful, wonderful child, and she brings a lot to Langston Road, and we're so blessed to have her. To her immediate left is Miss Grace Moon. Grace is a third grader. She is also a GPE in Miss Watson's class, and Grace strikes a vein close to my heart here because as a former band director, Grace is all about the music. She is in the Langston Road Chorale. She sings in the Mercer's Children's Choir. She takes singing lessons. And just to be a well-rounded individual, she's also in the fitness club with Coach Henry. So she is just a great kid. And something I'll end with Grace is when she was in first grade, she won the county writing contest. When she was in second grade, she won the county writing contest. And I'm just saying, I bet she wins it again this year. So anyway, this is our wonderful students from Langston Road, and we're glad to be here today.
Next, from Lindsay Elementary, Principal, Ms. Angelique Archie.
Good afternoon, everyone, and I have 3 of Lindsay's finalists that I'd like to introduce to you this morning. I'm going to start with Ms. Gabrielle Calloway. She is one of our 4th grade students. She is a gifted and talented, identified student. Her favorite subjects are reading and writing, and she wants to be a veterinarian when she grows up. And she participates in our art club, and also she participates in our junior master gardening club. We also have Mr. Cedric Wilson, who is a 5th grade gifted identified student at Lindsay Elementary School. He likes science and math as his favorite subject. He wants to be an electrical engineer when he grows up. And one exciting thing about Cedric that I am proud to announce is that this Sunday at the Georgia National Fair, he will represent Houston County in the 4-H Cloverleaf competition at 9 o'clock Sunday morning. If you want to go out and support him, he will be representing us in one of the quiz bowls that will be there. So we're proud that Cedric will be representing us this Sunday. And also we have our Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Anastasia Clinch. She is a 3rd grade teacher at Lindsay Elementary School. Awesome goes beyond anything that I I've ever asked her to do. Every single after-school event that we have had since 2011, she is always there. She represents us well. She leads our athletic club, which helps our kids focus on leadership and also sportsmanship. So she is an awesome, awesome teacher. We really adore her. One thing that I wanted to read is a quote that she said, which really represents her and what she does for Lindsay. She says, "I use my skills, my dedication, and love for this career to mentor, teach, coach, and encourage not only my own students, but every student I encounter at Lindsay. I strive to make a difference daily." So she is an awesome teacher. Like I said, these are 3 of Lindsay's finest, and thank you for inviting us.
And from Quail Run Elementary, Principal Dr. Cheryl Thomas, if you will introduce her.
Good afternoon, and thank you for inviting us. We have 2 5th grade students and our teacher of the year, Mr. Chris Henderson. First, this is Carson Sands, and I have been very fortunate to be able to watch Carson grow up at Quail Run and her family. I just saw them over there. Her whole family has dedicated their life to education. Her dad is the API at Northside Elementary School, and her mom is Angel from Warren Robins High School, and her grandpa was on the board for a long time. So thank you for all your years of service. Carson was actually just nominated and elected as our student council president, so we refer to her as Madam President now when we see her. She's also on our Lifetime Sports Club, and she has been on the honor roll since 3rd grade, and she is in 5th grade now, which is awesome. This is what her teacher described her as. She's a super hard worker, enthusiastic about school, and she's a rapper extraordinaire. So I asked her on the way here if she would go ahead and bust out in a round, and she was like, "No, thank you." Super sweet, and just an honor to have her at our school. And I've been real fortunate to watch her to grow up across many years. When she was little, we talked today. She probably didn't even say a word to me until 3rd grade. She was so shy and quiet. But now she talks to me and smiles, and she's wonderful. This is Laney Belcher, and he moved to Quail Run in 3rd grade, and also his family has many, many years in education. His mom's a coach and teacher at Northside High School, and the teacher says that he is a full-time Northside supporter of their football program. He travels with their team a lot, so he's a wonderful student. His dad and mom coach, and when I asked him what sports he's played, he pretty much plays every sport. We were talking about football, basketball, baseball, soccer, and he swims as well. This is how his teacher described him. Super involved in Northside High School football, a top-notch citizen, and that his teacher hopes that his personal children will grow up to have friends just like him. So I thought that was a wonderful honor. He's been a great addition to our school and just a super citizen. And this is Chris Henderson, and he has been at Quail Run. He's currently teaching 4th grade. He has taught 2nd grade in the past. Awesome teacher. He has 2 kids in our school system, one at Hoco and one at Mossy Creek. And Chris took the non-traditional route, and he worked at Frito-Lay for 15 years and went back to school to become an educator, and he's been with us for 5 years. Just exceptional, and every time you walk in his classroom, you're not really sure what you're going to see. He might be dressed up like Christopher Columbus or somebody else, real enthusiastic about learning and teaching. I've been in his classroom where he's made his entire classroom a whiteboard with laminated white sheets of construction paper, and he's got kids up teaching math around the entire classroom. It's amazing, it's awesome, and you really hear about kids. So thank you, and thank you for having us.
All right. We have some special recognition that we want to give today. And the first one is for Thompson's Middle School STEM Teacher of the Year. We would like to ask Ms. Tara McMillan if you would come forward, please. STEM Teacher of the Year. On 12th September, she was presented a $1,000 cash award for her classroom and another $1,000 for the school during the museum, the Georgia NASA STEM Day. Sarah, we are proud of you, and we know that Principal Dr. Walter Stevens is also proud of you and appreciate all that you do for Thompson Middle School. Thank you and congratulations. Now from Veterans High School, the Air Force ROTC, Lieutenant Colonel Steve Atkins, if you'll come forward, please. Veterans High School also has a state level Teacher of the Year, Lieutenant Colonel Steve Atkins. Colonel Atkins was named Georgia's Air Force Association Teacher of the Year last month. This award recognizes classroom teachers for their accomplishments and achievements in exciting students about science, math, and preparing them to use and contribute to tomorrow's technologies. In addition, one of his AFROTC students, James Sutton, won the Outstanding Air Force Junior ROTC Cadet of the Year. Both honorees are recommended for the state award after winning the Carl Benson Memorial Chapter 296. Cadet Colonel Sutton graduated from Veterans High School in the class of 2015 and now attends the University of South Carolina as a pre-med student. Congratulations, Colonel Atkins, for all that you do for the students at Veterans High School. Thank you. Anybody got a personal salute? Ms. Hughes, give me.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to adopt the agenda as presented.
Second. It has been motioned and seconded that we adopt the agenda as presented. Any comment or question? All in favor of the motion, please raise your hand. Thank you. The minutes from previous meetings.
And I'd also like to make a motion to approve the minutes from our September meetings.
Second. Okay. It has been motioned and seconded that we approve the minutes from the previous meeting. Any comment or question? All in favor of the motion, please raise your hand. At this time, we're going to have board member comments, and then we're going to start on this end with Mr. Hope, please.
I'd just like to say welcome. It's that time of year. The fair is in the air, and the football season is in full stride. I was trying to restrain myself, but I can't help it. Looking out here on the front row, Mr. Claxton, it makes me feel older. Not as old as you, because he taught me in high school. When I look to the right, I know Coach Crockett did too, so I'm feeling pretty young now. And, as they get older, I feel younger. But, I look across and say, know most of these people, I've seen them. Thank you for your service. Thank you for all you do. I don't know where we would be without you. A lot of people say that lightly and take that lightly, but y'all are the foundation of our county. And we owe a lot to you 30-year veterans. We have big shoes to fill in my generation. And it's because of you that some of us are successful. And I'm not saying I am, but I know a lot of people that are. But thank you for your service and for what y'all do. Thank you for everybody coming here. And I look forward every month to these meetings just to get to see people. I see a lot of people that come in and we get the fellowship with. That's the nice thing about being right here in Middle Georgia is if you don't know anybody, it's because you ain't traveled long, because this is as friendly a place as it gets, and I'm blessed to be a part of it. Thank y'all for coming. Thank you for your service. Have a good week. Hope it don't rain much more.
Yeah, thank you to all of our educators for everything that you do, and especially for our tenured teachers and educators. Wow, that's all I can say. I've been in the school system, I know your challenges, and thank you for your continued work. And even you newcomers, Chris, thank you for taking that step. That's huge. We need good educators. As some of our older ones retire, we need good leaders to come take their spots. It's been a good month since we were last here. Like I said, the weather's cooler. I've had the privilege to attend several functions this month, football games, softball games, even went to the Indian Mounds on a field trip, and I have to say there were several schools represented there, and everyone behaved, and it was a very good time. I would like to add, if anybody here doesn't have anything to do Friday night, I think we got a couple of things on our calendar. A couple of good ball games this weekend, so if you have anything to do, we can find you something to do. There's some school in this county that you can cheer for, so.
Also, thank you. Well, it's hard to believe it's October. I don't know where the time's gone, but as Hope and Lori mentioned, it is October. It's fall break. It's coming on. The fair's in full swing. Football games are well underway. Lots of excitement and activity with that. And I'm going to become a mother-in-law in 11 days. So a lot of excitement in my life. So I'm not quite as organized and a little scatterbrained today, quite honestly. Welcome to all of course, our honored guests. Always enjoy seeing all of our students and hearing about your accomplishments. Also our teachers, our administrators. You are what makes our system great. Of course, special thanks to your service honorees. We really appreciate you. You have impacted the lives of thousands of students over your years of service. And our system would not be what it is had it not been for your service. So you are definitely appreciated today and every day. Thanks also to Ms. Randall and her Bonner Middle School staff for your hospitality last week. It's always great to visit our schools. And all of our schools are special to me. But going back to Bonner Middle, there's a little piece of my heart there because my students, my two children, attended school there. So I always kind of get a special feeling when I go back to schools where my kids went to school. And thanks also to Mr. Jones and Dr. Scott and the staff for our information that we received at our board retreat yesterday. It keeps us up to date and informed, and whether you are a new member to the board or you're a veteran member, it always helps to be reminded of our duties and responsibility as board members, which is to ensure that all of our 28,000 students, 28,000 plus students, receive the best education possible, no matter what school they attend or what school they're zoned for. And that's our intent and focus in everything we do. Thank you.
I'd like to add my thanks to Ms. Randall and her staff for the very nice hospitality that you showed us last night. The food was delicious, and the setting was just right. We thank you for that. I would like to add my congratulations to our honorees this afternoon. You have stayed the course, and you're being honored for your perseverance and your years of service, of course. But I'd like to take advantage of the time to thank all of our teachers for all that they do. We have many teachers who have fewer years than you, who are putting in hours as well as like you did, and like you are doing, and sponsoring after-school activities, giving our kids a chance to excel in many ways. And I thank you for that. Thank you for we do welcome our students who are here. We're glad you're here. You just keep on doing those good things that we've heard about today. I hope that everyone has a great October, and we're going to move on.
Just want to clarify what Helen said about the board retreat. That's not what you're thinking. It's more like listening to Mr. Dubin talking about. Notions of what a board retreat is. On a serious note, thank you, job honorees for your years of service in this. Obviously, Houston County is blessed to keep our own people, and you are the reason that we are successful. Dr. Randall, thank you for coming out on a holiday, being there all night to accommodate us. We appreciate that. And as I look around at students, I can't help but think that I see Colt Walker out there that coaching baseball, son play together, and Nisha that my son battled with grades but never won right away. Carson's Lambs, who my daughter grew up with, I get, as you can tell, emotional thinking about the tasks that we're faced with or having a responsibility. Making the right decisions for our students. I want you students to know that we take that serious and speak for all my colleagues.
I too would like to, well, first of all, let me say, we've got a former football player sitting over here, and a former student sitting on the front row. Didn't recognize for a lot of years of service, do feel a little older. But I don't have a walker hidden under the table. But I would like to congratulate the young people who are recognized today and their schools. And we do appreciate all y'all done for our system over the years. You know, our system is just full of kids who excel, not only academically, but in all our extracurricular activities. Past few days I went out to the fair, went to the cattle barns, and it was just amazing how hard some of our kids work in our FFA program. Some of those kids got up at 4 o'clock in the morning and went out there and got their animal ready to show. That's just amazing commitment, the dedication they have. And Mr. Claxton, I would say to you and our other FFA advisors and ag teachers, we appreciate all y'all do to give them that opportunity. Everybody doesn't play football or basketball or swim or volleyball, but y'all give them a great opportunity to be involved. We appreciate it.
Thank you. I would just like to say again, echo the congratulations to our years of service awardees, and your dedication, your commitment makes Houston County what it is today, and those who will continue on. In fact, I think I asked one who had 30 years, were you going to work another 30? She said, well, let me think about it. But we really do appreciate your service that you give to the students, no matter what position you're in. We thank you for that. Thank you again for all the students who are here today being recognized. Again, that's why we're here, as you said. We're here to make sure you get the best opportunity for you, to get the best education possible, and everyone who supports that. We thank you for that. And again, about the retreat that we had, great information, whether being on the board as long as anyone. Information is always refreshing to get, reminders, and then, of course, changes that are coming about from the state, federal level on down. It was great to have that information. Scott, you and your staff, thank you all very much for all the information that you all presented to us. Dr. Scott?
All right. Thank you, Ms. Wilson. I too want to congratulate you on your years of service. There's a lot of people out there that just look forward to accomplishing what you've accomplished in their career, but you've done that in one system, and it says a lot for our school system, and our school system is successful because of people like you. It's on the shoulders of people like you, and I really appreciate what you've done for the school system, so thank you for that. This month we held our United Way campaign, and we raised just over $70,000 throughout our school district, and that's a big deal. You know, Houston County is blessed to have people that are willing to give to people that are less fortunate than them, and United Way provides a lot of opportunities for us to provide service in the community. And so I commend our schools and all the departments here at the central office on giving to United Way. Also, on October the 20th will be our 22nd annual band night. That will be at 7 p.m. It's free. It's a great concert. Go out and hear all of our middle school and high school bands. A great opportunity So hopefully everyone will have a chance to get out and support our band programs. We also had our school bus safety poster contest. I want to congratulate some of our first place winners who submitted art for the state competition. We had Ireland Garza from Miller Elementary, Diamond Reyes Wood from Russell Elementary, Tristan Woodard from Russell Elementary, and DJ Collins from Perry Middle. So congratulations to those students for participating in our statewide school bus safety poster contest. This month we also celebrate our med techs, our bus drivers, our principals, and physical therapists, and one of our departments, we're celebrating Bosses Day, so I think that comes this week as well, so if I got to lost something, go out and get that, that's not going to look But the Thursday is Mid-Tech Appreciation Day next week, October 19th through the 23rd is School Bus Safety with Bus Driver Appreciation Day on October 19th, and that's a big deal. They're very important part of what we do, and I hope all of our schools will recognize our bus drivers on that day. October is also National Physical Therapy Month and National Principals Month. So please take time to express appreciation to those people, and especially our principals. They work really hard, and seldom do they get. Usually when somebody's coming to talk to them, it's about a problem, not about something going good. And so if you have an opportunity to thank them for what they do, please let our physical therapists and our principals know that you appreciate what they do. It really takes everyone to accomplish our mission, from the bus drivers who send kids first in the morning to our school nutrition program who make sure they're fed and get to class on time, and all the paraprofessionals and people that make our day go smoother. Not to leave out our teachers, but there's a lot of other people in the education environment that help us be successful. And just last evening, one of the county commissioners was at our work session, and he said, I never go in a school or a facility in Houston County where it is, just everything is spotless and floors are clean, and oftentimes you're going in schools in the middle of the day when kids are dropping paper, and you have them at home, so you know what they're like. And so our custodial staff does a great job, our maintenance facilities people do a great job, and again, congratulations to all of our employees, and thank you so much for what you do.
Now for our action item, the financial report.
Yes, I'd like to recommend the financial report be approved as recommended last night by the superintendent.
Second.
Okay. It has been motioned and seconded that the financial report for the month of August 2015 be approved. Any comment or question? All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Thank you. Personnel report. Rick.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the personnel reports as presented.
Second.
It has been motioned and seconded that we approve the personnel report as presented. Any comment or question? All in favor of the motion, please show your hand. Thank you. On the new business, we need a motion on the calendar, right?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve as presented the 2016-2017 Houston County School Calendar.
Second.
It has been motioned and seconded that we approve the Houston County School Calendar for school year 2016-2017. Any comment or question?
I'd just like to say thanks to Beth for all the hard work, because making up a calendar is not like just putting paper on the wall and throwing darts at it. She goes to a extreme this level of greatness to come up with the calendar and to present it to us. So thank you, Beth.
Thank you. Any further comment or question? All in favor of the motion, please show your hand. Thank you. Revision for job description for middle school athletic director.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion that we accept the revision for the job description for the middle school athletic director.
Second.
It has been motioned and seconded that we approve the revision to the job description for middle school athletic director. Any comment or question? All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Thank you. Revision for high school athletic director.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve as presented the superintendent's recommendation related to the revision of the job description of high school athletic director.
Second.
Okay. It's been moved, motion and second that we approve the revision of the job description for the high school athletic director. Any comment or question? All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Thank you. The revision for policy JGCD.
Yes, I make a motion that we approve the revision of policy JGCD that deals with student medication.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the revision for policy JGCD for student medication. Comments, questions? All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Thank you very much. New stadium, GMP, Ms. Hughes.
Yes, this is an exciting one. I'd like to make a motion to approve the contract amendment number 20 to the agreement between Houston County Board of Education and the construction manager, which is Harris Construction, to construct the new 6,100 seat stadium at the intersection of Cohen Walker Drive and Bear Country Boulevard. I think it'll add a lot to our school system, and it'll take away some of the load on Calvert and Perry. So it's a great thing.
Okay. It has been motioned and second that we approve the contract amendment for the new stadium, which will be done by Harris Construction Group, and I believe that's in the amount of $10,900,958. Thank you, there, Mr. Thuban. Any further comment or question? Anyone at all? I would just like to say this is exciting. This is great. Colin Talbot Stadium has serviced all of our schools and playoffs and things like that. And this stadium here will also include some of that to take some of the weight off Colin Talbot, as was stated. And this is great that this county is growing and the citizens will approve this type of construction and things like that. So again, thanks to all the citizens who approved of the SPLOS and all the monies that will go into this. So thank you all very much. Thank you, everyone. All in favor of the motion, please show your hand. Thank you very much. Purchase of a new stadium turf. Dave?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve as presented the superintendent's recommendation related to the installation of synthetic turf at the new stadium.
It's the motion and second that we approve the purchase for the new stadium turf in the amount of $522,360.40. Did I get that right? All right, thank you, sir. Any comment or question? All in favor of the motion, show right hand. Thank you. Purchase new stadium athletic lighting. Rick?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I would like to make a motion that we approve the contract with Musco Lighting for display lighting for the new stadium at a financial impact of $269,000.
It has been motioned and second that we purchase the new stadium athletic lightings from Musco Lighting. And are there any questions or comments? All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Thank you. Purchase of three 2016 Ford vehicles. Brian?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve the purchase of three 2016 Ford F-350 cargo vans with a financial impact not to exceed $79,500.
It's been motioned and second that we approve the purchase of three 2016 Ford F-350 cargo vans not to exceed $79,500. Any comment or question? All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Thank you very much. At this time, we will need a motion to go into executive session for personnel matters.
So moved.
All right. In second? All right. Motion by everyone, second by Ms. Hughes. All in favor of the motion, please. All right. Thank you. We're going to take our 10-minute break, please. Thank you all very much.